Hello everyone, it is AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading, guys. So this is going to be a new series that I want to keep up with, and it's just a Cosmo Quickie. It's just a quick little reading at the top of the week, or a quick reading for like a super specific topic, and I already pre-picked the card, so we're just going to be going through the deck. Yeah, so this is something that, like, again, let me know if you like it. Don't forget to comment and stuff down below. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the feedback. It helps so much. But if you're not a commenter, then I really do appreciate them likes. Those help too. So yeah, guys. So of course, this is the top of the video. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3. So meditate on it, see which pile speaks to you, and I will meet you over at your pile. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for everything. Guys, I'm so close to getting my car fixed. If you have contributed or donated in any way, thank you so much. Even if it was through prayers, I appreciate that too. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and hippity hop right into y'all's reading, starting with pile number 1. Okay, so pile 2 over there, pile 3 over there. All right. Hello, pile 1. This is if you picked pile 1. I am AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your Cosmo Quickie. Okay, so that is just, I pre-picked some cards. I already went through it. I just want to see what the energies are. This is for words of encouragement for your week ahead and just see what energies we're dealing with. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into your reading. Let's hop straight into it. If you're new to the channel, please recognize that I do subscribe to Vedic Astrology. So my placements could be different from yours, but the energy should read about the same. Okay, so let me space this out. So we got a whole bunch of oracles and stuff already, guys. But I just want to get some quick messages, some quick words of encouragement. And I plan to do this at the top of the week. So if you like this format, please let me know. All right, so let's hop straight into it. We got earth element stability. So could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here, but I do feel like there's a rootedness. And I will say with this pile, this is a darker deck, right? And as I was shuffling through it and trying to get the cards, this was a really stubborn. The cards took a long time to come out. So it could just be stubborn energy, or there's just a or feeling stuck, or just a rootedness in where you're comfortable right now. So let's see what else comes up. Part of fortune increase, awesome. Totally getting really strong Taurus energy here. 6th house Virgo. So your routine this week could be about to change, or you could be solidifying a routine. 3rd house messages, Gemini energy here. So strong Mercury. So you will be receiving communication or talking about your stability and your finances, career. So that'll be your main topic. It's kind of what I'm getting from these cards at the top of the week. Of course, we'll dig deeper into it, but I am seeing that for you. And then Pluto transformation, yes. So there will be changes. Some of you guys could be changing where you live. Your daily routine could be switched up because you're in the middle of a move, but this will be positive with the increase there. So I do see abundance and stuff coming in for you as you're moving through this next week, but just remain open. I'm also hearing don't be afraid to ask for help from other people that you know are more financially well off. I think that you will be greeted with people who are truly trying to help you, and you will be surprised and honestly overjoyed by the responses that you get, because I do feel like there has been such a heavy burden or a heavy load on your shoulders as you've been trying to like make a way for yourself. But I do see that changing. I do see radical shifts in a positive way for you. All right, so now we're looking into the energies, guys. So we have Pisces here, Virgo, strong Virgo. So strong Virgo energy, strong Virgo pile. And so maybe you've been very critical about what you want. You've been critical to yourself and critical to those around you. And so I do see loosen up. You know, the one thing Pisces, Virgo, they're opposites. So I do see that you're being pulled in completely different, being pulled in a different direction. So perhaps if you are strong Virgo, Spirit is asking you to move more into the Piscean energy and vice versa. If you're a Pisces and things haven't worked out, then Spirit is asking you, hey, you need to start getting down and dirty, start focusing on those details. And if you're a Virgo and going into the Pisces energy, then hey, come out of those details, come out of the fog and leave room for faith and spirituality and spirit to come help you. You don't have to control everything. It's kind of what I'm hearing. So that might resonate differently for different people. Neptune, more Piscean energy. So just the fog clearing, Uranus, Aquarius energy. So yeah, just some unexpected shifts. Like, I just feel like you need to leave room for something unexpected to happen. I feel like even you in the Piscean state, even if you're not a Pisces, I'm sure that you resonate with one or the other more. If you're in this Piscean state, I just feel like you're just so, because life has been so heavy and things haven't worked out, you're just like, man, I don't know, like my intuition has led me into walls before, so I don't know if I should completely trust it. And so Spirit is saying, hey, listen, leave room for the unexpected. Even though you're the kings of unexpected, you're not going to expect this, so remain open. Earth, again, strong. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here. So I just imagine that there's a lot of different, regardless of what your chart looks like, Western or Vedic, for what it's worth, you just have a lot of opposing energies. Like, you're equally as watery as you are earthy. And those are complementary energies, actually. It just feels like when you have to deal with day to day, again, 6th house routine, it feels like you're not actually moving in a right direction, or it feels like super heavy, and if you are more of the dreamer type, then you really don't like working with the ins and outs or in day-to-days. It just distracts you from your creative process. So I imagine that when those things come together, like let's say that you're working on a creative project or you're managing a creative person, then it makes some type of sense. But I just don't think that it's made sense for you this past, go round. And so this week I do see you kind of having to manage both your expectations and reality, by doing the opposite of what you kind of normally do, is what I'm hearing. And then finally, wow, we have Pluto again. So strong scorpionic energy too. So definitely changes coming for you as far as like your residence, where you are in life. If you've been trying to move or you've been trying to get something new job, new structure, something is drastically changing. That's going to be coming in for you. Again, this is a timeless reading, so we're here for this week, and I'm kind of tuning into the weekly energies, but I just feel like this is a process. So you know where you are in this process and how much and how far you are on that journey. All right. So now let's move into the tarot. 3 of Pentacles here. Look at that mountain again, stability. This is, you're here because you're just like, I need your words of encouragement right now is like, listen, you are going to have to sacrifice, especially with this Pluto energy here. You're going to have to sacrifice your comfort right now, your security right now, to actually get what you want and to feel stable. There's a difference. Right now, you're just like existing and it's cool. Like, there's nothing super out of whack. There's nothing super great. There's complaints, obviously, because you want it to change, but you know where you stand, where you are right now. Spirit is saying you need to make yourself uncomfortable in one way or another, in order to truly feel stable, because you can master these energies that are flowing in you. And the only way to do that is to do something different. We got the Daughter of Cups here. Death energy, right? So again, with the scorpionic Pluto, so just pile 1, major changes are coming in for you. Your rock is about to be shooketh up, okay? But I do feel like this is what you've been manifesting for yourself. It's just a matter of taking that leap of faith, following your intuition with the Daughter of Cups here. Strong scorpionic energy, like I said, strong Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer hasn't popped up yet, but I'm just picking up on like those dark, like those deeper waters. Pisces represents the deep ocean, the deep waters that we don't understand, whereas Scorpios represent lakes, where it's kind of still water. So it can either be a clear, pristine lake or a really dirty lake that's just been sitting there and growing algae. So it just depends on where you are in that, where you are in that spectrum, but you're dealing with those deeper waters that can be very murky. It's kind of what I'm getting. Wow, the Tower, more scorpionic energies, right? You are about to be shaken up. You are seriously about to be shaken up, pile 1. We got the 5 of Cups in the heart of the reading. So again, just mentioning sacrifice. Changes are about to happen. And maybe you're already in this energy where you feel disappointment. So another word of encouragement that I have for you is just to keep your head up. This is heavy. I don't want to take away your experiences and kind of like the sacrifices that Spirit is asking you to make. And Spirit doesn't want to either. Don't beat yourself up. particularly if you have that, Virgo, Pisces are equally bad with that. But I just really get that there's this yearning here to pick your head up. Changes are going to happen. Disappointments might happen and take place. But as long as you're following your intuition, you will get to that Ace of Pentacles. You will get to that stability that you're looking for. You're just not going to get it in the present where you are right now. But that doesn't mean that you can't be present. So I'm curious to see what oracles come out. But the very specific message, again, the Five of Pentacles representing more change, change, right? And I just feel like it's because you're being thrust out of your comfort zone and you're just in unknown territory. I don't feel like anything bad or tragic is happening, but it just feels like because nothing is stable and because nothing is grounded, you just feel so up in the air. The Father of Cups. So it's interesting that we're moving from the daughter to the father, which is the King of Cups. So again, strong scorpionic energy. So this could be happening very much on an emotional level. The other thing about the King of Cups is he doesn't really speak about his emotions. Look at it's a black swan. So black is represented to keep things in. It's known as the absence. It's not that this person is absent of color. It's that they store so many. They don't know which one to express. And so I do feel like this is the emotional kind of pull where you have so many emotions you don't even know where to begin to express it. So you just go black. And that says something, but I really just feel like your word of encouragement is here. We have the Seven of Pentacles to just remain patient through these changes that are coming towards you, because they are coming towards you. You really might receive a good offer or an unexpected kind of apology or something positive with the cup energy here. But I do see that you will be receiving some sort of information, good information about your finances, but it's going to happen again when you least expect it. As far as your outer world, there's changes that are coming in for you. Big time. Pile number one, magnificent changes to your structure, to your routine, specifically to your jobs. So if you've been manifesting a new job, I do see that coming in with you, but be prepared that the changes might not feel as comfortable as you would like them to. But again, ask yourself, particularly if you have strong Taurus energy and even Virgos, because Virgo energy is very loyal. But ask yourself, if you weren't brought to this point of being so uncomfortable, would you actually go, and follow the rainbow? Would you actually leave Kansas if you were comfortable there, Dorothy? You know what I'm saying? So I do think that this is you and the universe co-creating. Anything that's happening that's weighing on you, it's really not your fault. It's just to get you to move and access that different part of you is kind of what I'm getting. As far as the tarot cards. But this is a heavy week. I don't want to sit here and say that this isn't a heavy energy, but a lot of it is out of your control, the Tower cards. So just let the situation fall into place. If you fight it, that's where the disappointment will come in, because I'm telling you, change is coming. You're meant to move. You're meant to restructure. You're meant to be in a different environment. That is going to happen. It just depends on how you want that process to happen, and that's up to you. That's the power of free will. Okay, so that's what I got as far as the tarot. So let's move into the oracle cards. All right, so let's start here. Stuck in the mud, right? So that's definitely the energy that I'm getting as far as just that feeling of stuckness, like you can't get out. Again, you're trapped by your own comfort. It's just like, you want to get out, but at the same time, oh, my bed, I love my bed, and you need to move. It's just like, screw the bed, you can buy another bed, but get out of the house first. And so that's kind of what I'm getting with that feeling of stuck in the mud. And again, there's different circumstances as to why. For some of you, it's family, institutions, structures. For others of you, it actually could have been a physical death of a father, a grandfather, a patriarch that held a lot of power. So it's going to be different for different people, but you're not stuck. It's just a matter of patience. Seven of Pentacles to kind of see what came in for it to come out. And in this moment with the elephant there, elephants represent for me knowledge. So what can you be learning in this moment? And it's all about your perspective, right? So it's not even that you're stuck, it's that spirit put you on hold. And you got quite a few of these cards that came out come together with the two giraffes. So really beautiful energy is like, again, don't be afraid to ask for help. Like I said earlier, you actually do have support and people want to help you, but you have to reach out. You have to reach out. You have to come off off of yourself. You have to ask for advice. You have to get tips. You're fighting this alone. And I don't think that you are. That's a word of encouragement. You're not fighting this alone, Pile 1. You really aren't, but you have to be very aware and tuned in to who can help you. It fits. And I'm being a little harsh right now. I am being a little harsh, but it's easier to play the victim. That's a great role. One of my best friends, he's always like, and now here she comes playing her favorite role, the victim, and I do, and I play it very well. I am a Pisces. I'm a Western Pisces. And in Vedic, I have like 3 placements in Pisces, 3 planets in Pisces in my 10th. So I carry that energy with me. So it's easy to be the martyr. It's easy to feel like, oh my gosh, nobody's paying attention to me. Oh my gosh, if only this was different. Oh my gosh, if only that was different. And queen at it. But at the same time, there is strength in reaching out and asking for help and for assistance. You're not actually alone. You can play the part all you want to, but you're not going to get an Oscar. You're not going to get an Oscar playing this part for no one but yourself. So just take that into consideration. And then we got here, a balancing act. What did I say? Like, strong Libra energy coming through. But that's why I was like, you have to balance those 2 opposing energies within yourself, and really focus in on your daily routine. Some of you guys need to pick up yoga, breathing techniques, meditation, and just get something where your mind can kind of cool and ease off. So that's really what I'm getting from these cards. So we got some more oracles. Orphaned. Right. Look at this. Look at these dark energies. And even picking this deck, it's a darker deck. And it was calling for me. It was behind me and I picked up and said, I need to use this deck. So you're not orphaned. You feel that way. And perhaps, again, some of you might have lost somebody who was really important to you and you feel abandoned. But they can do so much more for you on the other side than they can do here. So reach out to them. Call them. Say that you need their help. And in 3D too, it's not all going to be in the 5D. The 5D angels, they put people in your place to help, but if you don't seek it, then it's only going to go but so far. So I wish I could give you a hug, because I feel like that's what you desperately need, is just a hug. I think that you have been doing a balancing act and a juggling act, and it's been quite difficult, but I just get this beautiful energy of like, you are loved when you open yourself up. Again, look at this dying rose. Like, I want to give you water, but I think that you have to ask for it. If you wither here and just wait till somebody pays attention to you, then you'll be waiting a long time, because everybody else is in the midst of their chaos. And my sister told me this, and she's a young guru, I'm telling you, and she was just like, Adair, like, you have an issue with trying to inconvenience people, like ask people sometimes, because I don't have a car right now, guys. I don't have a car, my transmission, and if you donated, thank you so much to me. I will be asking again later, but she was just like, you're so scared to inconvenience anybody to ask for help. So I've just been in the house feeling like this, and there's the number 5 again. So 5s might be following you. We have 11, 8, 24, which reduces to 6, 2. So any of those numbers can mean something to you, but you're not inconveniencing those that you love. Look at this heart here. So I am totally pulling through with that message. Patience. You're not stuck. You're doing all that you can do, and you're doing a fine job. I just think that you're tired, you're exhausted, and that's why you're here. So I'm really happy that I did this reading, just to be like, listen, if you're tired and exhausted, then rest. But remain patient and remain hopeful that things are going to come together, because they will, in magnificent ways. Forgiveness. So I think that there's a forgiveness of self and there's a forgiveness of others, because like I said, it's easy. And this isn't an attack. I want to say that I am right here with you, but you can't, I don't want to say can't, forget you. It's difficult for people to understand just because you're so empathetic. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Just because you possess empathy so much, and you can literally look at somebody and see they're a little off. Like, let me see, let me help. That is your talent. That is your gift. Other people don't possess that. That's what makes you special. That's what makes you shine. So when people don't notice that about you, you can't fault them. You have to forgive them for not having the same gifts that you do. Maybe they're good at other stuff, but I just feel like there's this silent cry for attention, just waiting for someone to ask you what's wrong. But the thing about it is, like, people can't do that. Not everybody can do that. That's why you want to be very careful with the partner that you pick, your husband, your wife, your just lifelong partner, however it is that you identify, because you want somebody who can pick up on those subtleties, but most people don't. So if you're crying into your hands, then that's the only audience you got. And so I do want to say that, like, forgive other people for not being that kind and considerate person that you are, and give it to yourself. I know it's tiring, and you will again manifest a group of people, the Three of Pentacles, that are going to have that subtle and that nuanced relationship with yourself and your feelings, but it's just not right now. It's not right now, okay? Conclusions are within reach. So this is the Nine of Wands, in my opinion. So like you're at the bitter end. I'm seeing the number 9, very strong. So you're at the bitter end, Power One. You're going to get those answers that you're seeking. It's just a matter, again, for you to just really keep your head up, hold your visions, stay true to yourself and what it is that you've imagined for yourself, because it is going to come in. You just have to be on board with believing that. And then we have Dragonfly magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. You're brilliant. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're loved. You are whole, okay? But you have to give yourself and other people space. You have to feel your emotions, figure out what it is that you're looking at. Don't get so caught up in the details. Don't get so caught up in what you wish it could be. Just be present in that moment. That's all you have is the present. And once you recognize that, Power One, you will see that it will just transform, and you have so much magic, and magic surrounds you. But the more that you're looking down, you're not going to see what's up. If you look down, you can't see what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting that really strong energy from you. And so for my crystal lovers out there, I got this deck. It's beautiful. I'm going to read from the book. But you got Archangel Raphael and Malachite. I don't think I'm saying that right, but Grace for Grand Gesture, number 15, which boils down to a 6, which again gives us balance and harmony. So I'm going to read from the book from this. This book is awesome. The crystal. This is, if you're not a tarot reader, or you don't consider yourself to have all that, this is such a great deck because it's filled with so much information. You just need to pull a card and it'll help you. And if you're a crystal lover, obviously you can see it comes with crystals and also different gods, goddesses, and beautiful angels, all that good stuff. This is a beautiful deck. One of my favorites and very easy to use. So I highly recommend. All right, so let's see. So Grace for the Grand Gesture. We bring you the gift of grace for the grand gesture. Although there are times when even the smallest act, such as choosing to think a positive thought, is enough to transform your world, there also comes a time for a leap of faith, the grand gesture of unconditional trust that will free you from the past and empower the universe to give you with a new future. The grand gesture is the big step, the willingness to say to the universe, I trust you and I know that it is time for life as I have known it to give way for a bigger, bolder experience, and I'm willing to allow you to lead me into it. You then make an offering which confirms your declaration and empowers the universe to reward the faith you have demonstrated. The grand gesture cannot be forced. It comes from a place of should or uncertainty, then you are not ready. The grand gesture must be unconditional. It must be something you offer, not for what you can get in return. Although the rewards will be rich, but because you are willing to offer something of yourself in service and love. When it comes from this place, the grand gesture is a trigger for divine grace to express itself in your life in an entirely new way, surpassing all expectations and showering you with blessings. And that is why I love this deck, and there's so much information. So I'm bringing it up there in case you want to read it yourself. Hit pause and read that. But that is such a beautiful energy, and that's why I say you really have to be comfortable with surrendering and just go ahead and surrender. Do not fight that process anymore. Power One is kind of what I'm getting for you. So let's end it on there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you so much. And of course, I'm bringing out the big board, the Cash App, guys. If you find it in your heart to be able to donate for this reading to this channel, to me, to my car, so I can get back whipping around, this is the best way to do that financially. And through prayers, I take prayers just the same, guys. So just keep me in your mind. This is $, capital A, capital B, lowercase EV224. And I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, shoot me a email. That is in the description box below, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to clean this mess up. And thank you so much. Peace until next time. All right, awesome. So that was it for pile uno. So let's move to pile one. I'm at 2. Already wrong. Already. Alrighty, hello, this is AD with Kosmostrology, and this is if you picked pile 2 for the Cosmo Quickie, guys. So the way that this is going to run, I'm just doing a peek into your week. Again, this is timeless, so whenever you find it, but this is just a peek into your current energies and some words of encouragement. I would love to start off the week with these readings, but I already picked the card, so that's why it's the Quickie. I'm not going to shuffle on camera. We're just going to dig straight into it, guys. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this setup. Of course, I still do the other readings with the shuffling on camera, but for these messages and words of encouragement, I just want to make it quick, easy, simple. All right, so let's go ahead and hop straight into it, guys. Again, I cannot thank you enough for your continued support, guys. It means so very much to me. All right, let's get straight into the bag. And if you are new to the channel, welcome, but you should know that I do subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements might be a little different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. But if you like the full experience of Kosmostrology and AD, you know what I'm saying, then I highly suggest that you are familiar with your Vedic chart. All right, let's get into the good stuff. All right, so we're starting off here with Jupiter. Return benefits, blessings are pouring down, beautiful energy. Sagittarius, Pisces, just also knowing about your faith, your spirituality. I think that you are in tune with the universe in a way that you haven't been before, so you're expecting that return. You've learned those spiritual lessons, you have that spiritual knowledge is really what I'm getting. So congratulations, kudos to you. It's not easy. 7th house partners, really beneficial partnerships coming into you, beneficial contracts. So if you've been looking for another job, great, this is awesome combo. If you've been looking for a really successful relationship with somebody who is giving and understands spirituality and also is able to really offer some cool things in the relationship, either financially, spiritually, and or all of the above, that's awesome too. So we got Libra energy represented here, but certainly balance, meeting new people. I do feel like you're going to be meeting new people. Perhaps you have Aquarius in the 7th house, which would give you a Leo rising. Again, that's just some nerdy tidbits. But I do feel like you're expanding. Jupiter and Vedic astrology is about to be moving into Aquarius. And I do think that you, pile number 2, are going to benefit from the people that you meet through this next transit. It really is going to be awesome. It could be a Jupiter return for you in general. Again, nerdy tidbit stuff. Air communication, again, more Libra energy, Gemini, Aquarius, which we did mention. So I do feel like you're going to be able to share your ideas and maybe get people on board. So if you've been looking for investors, great, great for investing in a business or a startup or just meeting partnerships and people who are going to be able to help you. That is coming in for you. Neptune, sacrifice. All right, Piscean energy represented here again. So it's interesting. I always say that it's interesting that Neptune is here and it's paired with sacrifice. And that's one of the things that I critique about this deck, because I think that it's kind of misleading. But it's asking you to sacrifice the illusion, right? And kind of tune into the knowledge that you've learned. I don't feel like you're in the process of sacrificing, so don't get scared. I feel like you have sacrificed a lot, hence why you have your Jupiter return. But this is mostly about clearing through the fog, communicating those ideas. If you're an artist, sharing your art, you're going to be meeting people who are going to be able to help you. This could be a manager, talent scout, any of that good stuff if you've been trying to manifest, and it's going to be super beneficial to you. Capricorn, I use, and it's not because you haven't worked for it. It's not because you haven't put in the effort. I do think that, again, I'm getting strong Saturn energy too. You know how to put your nose to the grindstone. You could have your head in the clouds, particularly if you have like air placements or water placements. But you do have Capricorn placements. You do have 10th house. So you meant to get busy. You are ambitious. And so you've needed help in order to do that. So I do think that you're going to be benefited with people who are able to help you execute some of these ideas that you have. And you'll be really abundant for it. So yeah, that's super awesome to start off with. Where are the rest of the astrology cards? What did I do with them? Oh no. I don't know what I did with the rest of the cards. Psh. Is this it? Okay, sorry. I took them and I flipped them. I was like, what I do with the rest of the cards? All right, so here we go. So now we're looking into, wow, Capricorn again. So strong Capricorn energies, or you're just really focused. You're really trying to get that bag. You're not taking no for an answer, but I do think that you're going to be greeted with work. That's the other thing that this partnership is bringing in. It is work. So I do think, Pal 2, you want to work, or you're looking for another job, or you're looking for some stability within a creative venture that's going to come in. And creativity can mean anything, you know. I happen to be the film, television, music, art, poet kind. And so sometimes I can be limited in my examples, but just know that creativity is anything that comes from the soul that you're pursuing that might not necessarily have like a direct line of job. It's not a linear profession. It's kind of what I'm getting. But you know how to work hard regardless, whether it's in the systems that exist or not. Leo, boom. Did I mention Leo energy? Yeah. So strong Leo energy, and you know you're meant to shine. And so I do think that you're going to meet somebody who allows you to shine with that 7th house partnership. This is really great. You're taking leadership. You're putting on that crown. Shout out Auntie. Shout out Rihanna. Strong energy of just getting mess done. You did not come to play. Taurus. Oh wow. So we have 2 fixed energies. So you're stubborn about it. You've been putting in a lot of energy towards this. And it's taken a long time. And I think that that's why you got Jupiter return, because you have put in the effort. And you're going to see it pay off. But I do think that you're going to continue working. So, for example, again, like I said, I'm good with music. So that's the best examples that I can come up with. But it's like, all right, you've been working, you've been trying to get a little demo together, doing whatever. You end up meeting Jay-Z, and he's just like, I'm going to sign you Rock Nation. You're like, great, all right. But now the work truly starts, because now you're signed with Jay-Z with Rock Nation. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you've been working for it, but now you're about to really be working for it. Something really tangible that you can express. So it's all beautiful, all a part of the process. Mars. What did I say? You're not taking no for an answer. Scorpio, Aries represented here. So you're just about it. You're like, I'm about it. I'm ready to get in there. I'm ready to get dirty. I'm forcing this. I'm getting strong Mars in the 10th. And you're meant to be a leader. Do not, if you are afraid, here's a word of encouragement for you. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to step in a leadership position. You got it. I really think because of the Capricornian energy that you put in and the Saturn delays that you've experienced thus far, you actually have learned what it is that you're meant to learn. You're in such a good and healthy spot to get what it is that you need. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt your powers and what you've been able to accomplish. Okay. And then finally we have air. So wow, I love this when it backs up. And I wasn't gonna take these cards, but I was like, I like it when it backs up. So it's doing its thing. I appreciate that. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy coming in very strong. Use your words. The power of your words and the power of your mind are going to solve all of the issues that you need to do. Let somebody else take care of kind of the more practical stuff, because that's what they're good at. You're good at creation. Neptune energy there. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into the tarot. And like I said, I already pre-picked these. That's why this is a Cosmo Quickie. But so we're just going to hop straight into it. King of Swords. Okay, Libra. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Gemini. You're here. We see you. You're here. And if not, then you just really have something that you're meant to share. You have something that you're meant to talk about. But Spirit is asking you to step into this logical mind and kind of gain control of your ideas and put them to work. Yeah, just putting your ideas to paper. If it's been in the floaty air, Neptune energy, then now's the time for you to get that pen, get that pad, and put it on some piece of paper. Write that manifestation stuff. Leave it by your window. I believe in all that witchy good stuff, and it hasn't failed me. Your girl been blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that there's an energy of that here. But let's keep going. I promise you I did not see these cards. The 7 of Cups, that Neptunian energy, just what I described. Making a decision, taking your intuition and putting it into work. I think that you have a better idea of who you are and what you want to do than you're giving yourself credit for. And the sword energy is it's honestly, and I don't know, I think people would give it to the cup energy, but the sword energy is actually like the most spiritual of the deck, believe it or not, because it represents thought, and we don't know where thoughts come from. That comes from spirit, that comes from the divine. You get feelings, that does too. So maybe they're comparable in a way, but as far as the spirituality behind thought, follow it. It's not random. What you see is not random. That's a word of encouragement too. What you see is not random. It's for you. These are signs. You're meant to piece this together. Look at how much control she has. She's piecing this storyline together for herself to come to a deeper understanding. Not to be gender specific, but I do think that that's what you're doing. I think that that's what you're in the midst of doing, the Two of Pentacles. So there's certainly some decisions to be made, some laws to be laid down within yourself. And then once you do that, I do feel like you'll be met with another energy. Because if this is the foundation energy, there's been a lot up in the air, Neptune, you know, that you haven't been able to control things. But I do think now, Pal 2, you do have the control of thought. And that is worth $1,000, right? The Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Ace of Pentacles popped up in pile 1 too. So if you've really been focused on work and you feel like you need some more words of encouragement and positive energy, then you can watch pile 1. But this has to deal with, again, gaining stability. Gaining stability, the opportunity that might start off small now, but gain later. And again, we got Taurus energy here. So even though you're patient, you're patiently impatient, and you know, you're patiently impatient. So, but you do understand and have access to earthly energies, no matter how Mars dominant you are. So just be aware. And then of course we have the Knight of Wands, right? So again, patiently impatient. Strong Aries, I'm kind of getting, but you want this process to move quickly. You want it to happen quickly, but you haven't really, but in the past, you haven't decided on what it is that you want. Now, pile 2, if you decided what you want, congratulations. Now it's going to come in. But that has been that clearing energy that you needed to get. But this is a beautiful sign of things moving quickly, popping out in the middle of your reading. Pisces energy again, with the High Priestess. So following that divine intuition, I just think that you got to trust it. If you keep seeing repeating numbers, if you keep hearing the same place to go to, if something keeps nudging you, I don't fight it anymore. Go towards it, rush towards it. I think that it's for you. This next leg of your journey, I do want to say, I'm being called to say the next 2 to 3 years of your life are going to go by so quickly, it's going to make your head spin. You're going to be shocked with how much work you end up putting in over the course of the next 2 to 3 years. But I do feel like it will be stable. Once it's done and released to the world, baby, it's going to take you so far. So follow that divine guidance. You have access to that energy, okay? The Star card, strong Aquarius. So this wish fulfillment that's coming in, and again, it's following this inner knowing, this inner guidance system that you have access to, the Queen of Cups. And the Three of Wands. So remaining optimistic, I do see that there could be movement for you. If some of you want to move, or it's just been in your heart to move, but you don't know where, I do feel like that energy is going to be coming in for you, and that question will be answered. This again is about following your passion in a masculine way, whether you're feminine or masculine. I don't think that you need to listen to other people's opinions. You don't need to take criticism right now. It's between you and spirit as far as getting to where you got to go. Knight of Wands in the middle of this deck. But it's going to be like magic. The way that this job opportunity has manifested itself. Look at these cards. I mean, it just is going to fall. You know, it's just going to fall into your lap. I do want to express, I don't think that it's because you have not worked hard. You have. But now it's time for you to truly understand how witchy you are and how much power or wizardy you are, that magician card, because it's going to start coming in. This person, this energy that's coming towards you, that I do feel like is going to help. Three of Wands, remaining optimistic, looking ahead. It's going to feel like an opportunity that just fell into your lap. So it comes through your connections. And again, if it's not a physical person and it's a job, then it's just going to feel like it fell into your lap. But you have been manifesting this with all the little power and down to your pinky toe to make sure that you get something that propels you forward. So take it. I am hearing that you're going to want to be logical. So on the outside, when this comes in, of course, it's a manifestation. Great. Make sure that you are getting all the information that you can. I feel like whatever the opportunity that's coming in for you, Ace of Pentacles, whatever that is that's coming in for you, it's going to lead you to that next phase and chapter of your life. But just make sure that you have all the information that you can have in order to get to what you need. Not that anything's playing with you or whatever. I'm just being called to tell you that make sure that you look over the contract specifically if you're going into any type of, if you're looking for an investor, just make sure that they're not trying to play you, keep the rights to your name and all the other stuff. Make sure that you negotiate. Don't be afraid to negotiate either, because it's a blessing, but you're smart. So you're a business person. So don't do something that you'll have to go back and redo legally later is what I'm hearing. So just keep that in mind. But overall, your dreams are coming true, particularly if you've wanted to be taken out of the space and the environment that you're in now. You have manifested this change, this travel. So I do see some really exciting things coming in for you. And Jupiter does represent travel too, long distance specifically, like overseas. But I am getting like just travel. So you're going to be opening up to doing new things. Yeah, so that's what I got as far as the tarot. So let's go ahead and move into the oracle cards. But this is absolutely beautiful. So your words of encouragement are just really go for it. And then when you go for it, just make sure that you're as legally as prepared as possible. So have second opinions on the contract. But my goodness, is this a beautiful reading? Your words of encouragement are just to go for it. Do not hesitate to get your blessing is what I'm hearing. So let's start off here with compass, right? So compass again is about following that inner compass, that inner intuition, your inner world. It feels like you're in the dark high priestess energy here, but you're really not. I feel like practical real life is different from spiritual life, and maybe you feel like you have to justify your feelings to other people. That's why I'm like King of Swords. No, you don't. You don't have to justify your feelings to other people. Just follow it. You know what spirit is giving you. I always use Noah. That man, Angel Gabriel came to him and said, build a boat. He started building that boat. It was between him and God. Everybody came and laughed at him. Nobody understood what was going on. But when that flood came, he was the one who was prepared. So other people aren't meant to understand your journey. They're not meant to get why you feel the need to build that ark. But build it anyway is what I'm hearing. Build that ark anyway. It's going to take you exactly where you need to go and even further beyond your wildest dreams. So just be a part of that process. Stop thinking. Do less thinking and more doing is what I'm hearing. And my sister, again, I'm quoting her all over this reading, but my sister was like, she's like, you think too much. And I do. I really do think too much. And it hinders me from pursuing because I'm just so caught up in details. So don't be like that. This is not the time for you to be like that. After the contract and all the other stuff comes in, look it over. But as far as the actual should I go for it? Yes, 1,000 times yes, pal too. And then we have this beautiful commitment card, again, just echoing to that seventh house where this does involve another individual. So spirit is saying to trust this individual, trust this process. Don't trust business, you know what I'm saying? Get your coin, make sure that's right. But this is a real commitment. We got the number 5, which represents change, 3 and 6, 9. So the almost closing of a cycle. So you're stepping right into that. But you do have very powerful commitments that are coming in towards you, which are going to benefit you, your business, or just your life in general if you've been wanting some companionship. For most of you guys, I do feel like this is more work related, but I do feel that there could be romantic energy there too. So, don't let me stop you. Right, observer. So just watch what spirit has in store for you. We got 4 and 9. That gets us to 13, which gets us to 4. So again, you're in this state of just sitting, meditating, waiting for it to come in. Because again, look at how he's looking to the sky. Your blessings are up there. Now you're going to have to wait for them to come down. I do feel like for some of you, you might wake up to this news. Like you might not get it throughout the day. So it's like you go to sleep, of course. Here I am walking you how to go to sleep. But just to be specific, like you'll be asleep and then you'll wake up to somebody being like, hey, I got this opportunity for you. Da, 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 da. So it really is like a quick thing. And they're going to be like, hey, I need to know if you can do it like within this week. You know you're like, wait, I don't know, I don't have anything. But I feel like, but say yes first and then handle the business of after. You know what I'm saying is what I'm getting. But just watch and observe what Spirit is going to be delivering to you. Wow, Taurus, again, prosperity lies ahead. It does. It does. It really is. Insecurity. I love this. It's giving me very strong second house owning energy, just as like your finances, your resources are going to improve. Taurus is all about legacy to last. So whatever it is that you've been working for, it's going to come in to last. You will be prosperous, abundant. I mean, this is going to be great. Whatever it is that comes into you, it's towards you. It's exactly what you wanted. And again, it's going to feel like it fell out of the sky. But another word of encouragement is just prosperity is lying ahead. You are just about there. You're almost there. You got to say yes to this opportunity, though, for sure. Willpower. Boom. Boom. That's that Mars. Shout out to that Mars energy again. And just going for it, charging towards it. Do not explain yourself to people who do not understand, okay? You don't have to explain your feelings. You don't have to explain your relationship with Spirit. If you're being called to do something, then go do it. And again, whales follow their heart. Big-hearted animal. Biggest hearted animal. And very intelligent and can communicate and way smarter than humans from what I can understand. So you're receiving downloads from you. I guess I'm saying it's just like humans as we know them, and as we interact with them, they're not going to understand what you're doing, but you do. And that's all that matters. Okay. Oh man. Then we got Michael. I am presence. Woo! This is about living in the here and now. I am that strong Aries energy. Again, just calling out to Mars as far as like establishing that your presence is here. This is a legacy. That's what I'm saying. Whatever it is that you're working towards, it's going to be a legacy. It could have the potential to last past your physical body, right? Because that's how deep this goes. So please go for it, Pile 2. This is spectacular. Your words of encouragement, like I said, is just Nike. Just do it. Like the period. All right. Wow, look at this. And we got sea turtle protection. You're the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So yeah, if you want to hit pause and just read that, let me bring it up some. But that's absolutely such a great card to bring out. So the sea turtle. And again, this home, I'm getting home travels with him, right? So whatever it is that you're like trying to keep for your comfort or whatever, you can take some of it with you. Travel lightly. I just feel like you're going to have to leave everything and go. Especially with that Knight of Wands being in the middle of the reading, I do feel like you're just going to have to leave everything and go. So take a small bit of home for you. But that perseverance shouts out to that Capricorn energy that we experienced before. You've been persevering at this, but this is the big break. And this is the work that you got to get in for the even bigger break that comes out. So like I said, you're working on your album 2-3 years from now, it releases. It's a freaking phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. So you are protected. Your angels are bringing this into you. And for my crystal lovers out there, oh, wow. We got Archangel, Adnikel. Sorry, Archangel, I messed that up. And Tiger's Eye, the tiger spirit rises. Oh my gosh, beautiful energy. So I'm going to look this up. This is number 13, which gets you again to the number 4. So it's funny that has been popping up. But I'm going to go ahead and read this to you and then I'll show it to you. And I recommend this deck. I recommend this deck to anyone who's interested in crystals and just tarot and brief meetings and brief readings in general. This deck is great. This book is phenomenal. As you can see, it's thick. So it really goes into detail. It offers mantras. So if you have no idea about anything, but just know about oracles and want really deep, profound messages throughout your day, highly recommend this. highly, highly, highly recommend this. All right, so now we're moving into it. All right, Tiger Spirit rises. We bring you the gift of the Tiger Spirit rising. You are being empowered with the truth more potent than fear. Your spirit is rapidly expanding beyond what opinions and logic can contain. It needs to be free to run wild with divine grace in the world. Your life, your destiny, your divine fulfillment requires that you have the courage to roar for love, to refuse to be put down, to respect yourself, and let your untamed loving heart be free. Your spirit creates a field of divine electricity through your body and mind that can liberate others from conformity and social conditioning, allowing them to break away from the systems based in control and fear. As your Tiger Spirit rises, you excite and empower the Tiger Spirit and others to rise above conditioning as they discover the wild divine spirit being they are in truth. Oh my gosh. Hit pause and read that for yourself if you need to catch it again, okay? Absolutely stunning energy. I have the Tiger's Eye here. One of my favorite crystals. And it just because of that. So here it is, if you want to see it. But I certainly recommend, if you have this one, it's really common, pretty easy to find. Keep it with you, especially hold it with you when you say yes to this opportunity. And like I said, this is not to conform. Do not conform. Do not explain to people. They're not going to get it. It's not for them to get, period. Don't force it is really what I'm getting from there. So absolutely. I think that's where I'm going to leave you, pal, too. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your continued support, guys. I so appreciate you. Please do not forget to follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. I've been having issues with my Instagram, but I do try to post weeklies on there, and I did record one, but it's having issues uploading. So nothing, but I do post frequently on Instagram now, guys. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, follow me on Instagram. Don't follow me. Check out the description box and shoot me an email. And I just want to slowly end on, my Cash App card, guys. If you've been with me, I'm trying to get my transmission fixed on my car. Thank you so much to everybody who has helped thus far. But I'm not there yet, guys. So if you can continue to donate, it could be $1, it could be $5, it could just be your prayers. I don't care, guys. I appreciate it. But this is Cash App. $, capital A, capital B, lowercase EV224, guys. I appreciate that. If you are called to give, I mad appreciate that. So yeah, so let's go ahead and clear this out. Congratulations, pal, too. And peace until next time, okay? Let me know what you think of this setup. Let me know if you like this. I like starting off like this. It's nice to have the pre-shuffle to just get straight into the messages. But I'll still pre-shuffle the other readings, guys. Don't worry. All right, I'm at not pre-shuffle, but still shuffle live for the other readings, so don't worry. All right. Thank you. Moving on to pile number 3. Okay, hello, and last but not least, we have our pile 3. This is AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your Cosmo Quickie, guys. So this is me. I pre-picked some cards. This is about your week ahead and just some words of encouragement. I do hope to continue this series, so let me know what you think about it, because I think it's just a good, awesome way to start off with the top of the week, and just get to see what you're looking for. And again, this is timeless, so whenever this finds you, it's for you, period. But let's go ahead and hop straight into it, guys. Thank you so much for your continued support. I so appreciate it. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. But let's go ahead and hop into the reading. Sorry, guys. So I have a lot of oracles, so I'm just like getting through them. I literally lost them in the last pile. I was like, where are they? Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into it, guys. Please don't forget, if you're new or if you're old, I do subscribe to Vedic Astrology. Some placements could be a little different than yours, but I really do think that you should familiarize yourself with both charts, just so you have every angle to yourself and how you could be, all right? And yeah, let's hop into it, right? So we got Grand Cross Provoker, all right. Major changes is kind of what I'm getting. I am getting that you could be blown out of your comfort zone, pile 3. But let's pull more into the cards. But that's just what I'm getting. Woof. Black Moon Mystery. So it's definitely unexpected, okay? Let's keep pulling. I don't even know what to say. Mars force. So we got Scorpio and Aries represented here. Doesn't have to be, but definitely some very powerful, forceful, unexpected movement. So provoking. So again, this is a provoker is something that, like, it's not necessarily a positive energy. It's not negative, but it's making sure that you're uncomfortable for sure. Like a little babe, like a little brother or something. Right. And then we got Grand Trine blessings. So funny. And then finally we got fifth house creativity. Wow. So specific. All right. So we got Leo represented here. But I feel like, let me see. Sorry, Pile 3. This is an interesting one. I do feel like this speaks to more of like the creative people. So, in a sense, and when I mean creative, you can take that as you want. But I do feel like this is somebody whose work is like based off of inspiration. There is an inspiration that's coming in, or you are really going to be meant to shine. I'm seeing this here, and I'm kind of taking this as this lightning strike. So I do feel like there's going to be a sudden, unexpected shift that's really going to move you forward with Mars here. It's going to be a blessing in disguise, but it might not look like that at first because it could be so uncomfortable. This is a really specific energy to start off on, so I'm going to just keep pulling. I'm going to keep moving forward just because I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, because there is so much mystery shrouding this. But overall, there will be something that seems like it's uncomfortable at first that is going to end up being a blessing in disguise for real. And it's going to put you in this really creative space where you're going to be able to create things and actually have creation. So this could be within work. This could be within, again, a creative project of some sort, or just within yourself and your own ego with that Leo energy represented here. So awesome. We got fire. Boom. And I am also getting here Sagittarius and Pisces with the blessings card. But yeah, we got fire. So strong fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, just moving forward, getting what you want. I do feel like there's like a war going on, but I think it's a war for your own transformation, these butterfly wings, and a war for your own passion. So you're going to be thrust to in the spotlight, again, is what I'm hearing, but like thrust in like a pretty uncomfortable manner. Some of you guys, like I said, this is a timeless reading. It could happen at any point in time, but you might go viral for something, and it might not be what you expect it to be, but you could easily go viral if you've been trying to do that. And I think that even if that's what you secretly wanted and then you end up going viral, then it's like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I really wasn't expecting that to happen. It's kind of what I'm getting. Interesting. So we got Aries. Wow. Again, more fire energy. Libra, which is the opposite. So I am getting the funny thing about Aries versus Libra is this is stepping into self. So you will be standing out of the crowd is what I'm hearing. And also Leo, Aquarius is kind of that same dance, more extreme though. But even this, you're really forced to say, I am, and kind of break away from other paths and expectations, particularly if you felt like you've been in limbo for other people and haven't been able to live for yourself. This is going to be the time where you're going to be breaking away from those contracts, obligations, and move forward. For others of you, you just have Libra in your chart. You could be an eclipse baby, where you have these opposing energies, where you're kind of mixed between being like self-centered, not in a negative way, but just focused on self versus focused on others, and navigating that world. But I do think you're going to be confronted with that very thing pretty soon if this reading is finding you. And right now, a word of encouragement is to choose self, especially with Mars force. I'm hearing to choose yourself when this does happen. Sun. Oh my goodness, I did not see these guys. Wow, that's so funny. So Sun, Leo, Aquarius, like I said, woo! On a personal and spiritual level, you are going to have to make a choice that's going to take you away from the group and make you stand out. So this is the moment, this is your Beyonce moment, right? Where you've been with Kelly, you've been with Michelle, you've been with Latoya, but now you have the option to become Beyonce. And Beyonce is in Vedic astrology actually a Leo, right? Strong Virgo energy still, but if you think about her hair, if you think about what she does, dramatics, I mean, she is the queen. We call her Queen Bee. Doesn't it make sense for her to be a Leo? Anyways, so that's just some food for thought. But regardless, I do think that you're stepping out of the unknown, like, and it might be mysterious to other people. I think that you're the mystery is kind of what I'm getting. You're the mystery that's being brought to the forefront. You're the mystery that's being brought into the spotlight. I can't get away from that word because that's what's happening here. So I just feel like you're going to be taken into a whole nother direction. But again, it's going to be it's provoked. It's like the Tower card is kind of what I'm getting from this energy here. It's the Tower card. It's not anything that you do. I think you just do what you do. And then all of a sudden you're accepted and somebody's like, here's a microphone. I need you to sing right now. You're like, but you've been preparing for this for a very long time. Do not choke is what I'm hearing. That is a word of encouragement. Don't choke, because Spirit is telling you to step into that space. You got 1, 2, 3 fire signs, right? And Mars. So this is all about change and just stepping in and following that passion. Passion is what I'm hearing. So let's move into your tarot cards and see what comes up. The 7 of Cups, interesting. A lot of options coming your way. To the Page of Pentacles, wow, to the 8 of Cups. So I do get this energy here where, like, there's going to be an opportunity that seems small. I do feel like it's going to seem small. You might want to watch Pal 2 because Pal 2 was similar to this if you need some extra encouragement. It seems small now, but it is going to lead to something bigger with the Page of Pentacles. It just takes a little bit more time, but it's going to force you to move. You have to leave out of your comfort zone. Again, that grand provoker. You have to start moving in a different direction. 8 of Cups here. You're not meant to stay where you are right now. You have to choose self. Spirit is saying, be selfish. Be selfish. That is your word of encouragement too. Be selfish, pile number 3, because you have magnificent things coming towards you. And it's going to, again, these manifestations are coming in and it feels like it's an opportunity falling out of the sky, but it's not. You've worked for it. Excuse me, it's just time for you to get out of your comfort zone for real. And I don't think that you'll have much of a choice when it does happen. It's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. Wow. 3 of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles in the middle, and then we even have the King of Swords. So strong masculine energies. It's so funny. Yeah, you can definitely watch pile 2. I use different decks for each of the piles, so it's really fascinating when the different cards come out, because it's not due to my poor shuffling. It's just the energy. I'm kidding. I kid. But I just see that you're definitely stepping into this place where you might be working with men. I see strong masculine energy coming in for you. So doesn't have to be, but I do feel like your next work environment is going to be filled with men. So I do feel like this opportunity is going to come in with a man. If that has nothing to do with anything and you're on your yacht and like, I don't need a man, then so be it. But I am getting that you are stepping into that divine masculine role, really taking control and making very practical and logical assessments of what you can and will do, and then executing those. I do think that there's going to be teamwork required. So if you've been doing this solo dolo, then you will get some help. But you are definitely stepping into that I'm a business person with this combination right here. You're not playing. If it ain't about the money, then you're not talking about it. But with that being said, I do think that Spirit is saying that, listen, all this Pentacle energy too, let it build. Even though it might seem like small potatoes now, whatever this is that you're investing in, look at the growth. Didn't even notice that. Look at the growth that comes in from it, right? It starts off here and then it ends in abundance. So don't let no be your first response just because it seems small potatoes. It will build. Like I said, this could be something where if you don't go viral tomorrow, right? And I'm sure that most of you won't, just time is funky. But let's say that you end up doing something, working with something, and then that project itself ends up going viral later down the line. You see what I'm saying? But there is, again, some unexpected thing like you don't see. I don't think that it's a steady incline. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's not a steady incline. It's like I went to bed and then I woke up and then my life was different. It really is going to be that overnight thing. And that happens. I always say this. I watch a lot of documentaries, guys, and learn about people's lives because I'm so fascinated with humans, human psyches, all that good stuff. And sometimes it really is like an overnight thing, but they were already making the actions. But as far as the payoff, it's just all of a sudden they went viral and now they're this. It was a life-changing song. It was a life-changing event. It was a life-changing meeting. So I just see that fate is 7 of Cups is certainly playing a huge role in this next phase, right? The threes. So we got 2 3s. So your social circles, your social settings, who you're communicating with, who you're meeting, who you go off to meet, are going to play a major part in what you end up accomplishing. The Strength card, wow. Strong Leo energy again. And then we got the 7 of Pentacles, and we got this extra card that snuck out, which is the 6 of Swords. So word of encouragement is go. Please go. Watch pile 2 if you have extra time and you just want another reading. But this is about you going and moving forward. Take what you can and go. Yes, you might be leaving some stuff behind, maybe some friends, relationships. Screw it. I'm just kidding, guys. But, you know, there is definitely here a need to move forward. The 7 of Pentacles, there's still some patience that's required. 2 7s, 2 3s, 2 8s, wow, 2 kings. So doubles. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of doubles. Everything is a double. Wow, that's nuts. So even with that, I get 2 2 2, which is about harmony, balance, restoration. So what was that? Where was I going with that? That the doubles surprised me. This is fate taking course, and it really is going to happen in that way. All that synchronicities that just happened through just speaking, you really are in alignment. I just feel like you're not going to be able to see whatever this is coming. It's a mystery. You're not going to see it coming. It's just going to come. But when it does happen, please go. You know, please charge for it. Do it. Move towards it. I do see a really strong, awesome team coming in for you. I can't help but say that if you've been manifesting a masculine, whether it be in romantic sense or a business sense, that is coming in. You will be greeted with a very strong masculine who is very business oriented, definitely an entrepreneur, and will be able to help expand you and also, again, connect you to the right set of people. So let's look at this inner world. So the inner world here, right? Believe you have strength in your ideas. There's strength in your ideas and they'll be able to make money is what I'm hearing. That's your word of encouragement. Your ideas will make money. They are worth something. They're very strong. And I'm also hearing, and oh God, this happened to me. Oh, I don't even want to speak about it. But if you don't follow your ideas, somebody else will follow that idea and take it and run with it. So you only have a little amount of time, you know, in order to do that. So the more that you're scared of yourself and waiting for other people and and not acting on it, then that just leaves the gateway for somebody to come in and do that very thing that you've been trying to do. And that's real. And nothing hurts more than that. Nothing hurts more than that. I'm telling you. So don't hide away your ideas. Believe in the strength of your ideas. Again, here we go with the Aquarius Leo dance as just coming out of the Aquarius, which is that collective thought, humanitarian philanthropy, thinking of others on this massive scale and taking it to that Leo energy, which is about me. No, I'm here. I shine. Stop trying to bring other people into your, I know this is contradictory, but I hope that you understand what I'm saying. Don't bring people who you know are not on the same wavelength as you to help you. If you know that you're ions ahead of this person, then be ions ahead of that person. Follow your own dreams. Follow what you got to do. Lay that foundation. There will be a people for you who you know are soulmates who are going to be able to truly help you in what it is that you're trying to accomplish. If you are like grasping at straws, then let it go. Move on is what I'm getting, because there is a dance between both. And the the King of Swords does speak about discernment. So discerning people who can and can't help you. And on the outside, again, you're headed towards like through this confusion and through the waiting. Again, this is for when you find this reading, but I asked for like the week, specifically the top of the week. But I don't know if these changes will come in this week. They're coming. They're certainly coming. Dare I say it's coming in April for sure, but because it's so overnight, it could be mid-April, end of April, right? But you will be headed towards new friends. You'll be headed towards a new social group. And it'll be certainly worth the wait. It will certainly be worth the wait. And within that, I think that you'll find a really stable, solid partnership connection. Again, love or business, depending on what it is that you are trying to manifest for yourself. So that's really what I got from the Tarot Pile 3. Absolutely gorgeous reading. So let's go ahead and move into your oracles. Rescue. And cleaning house. So starting off with this rescue card here, that's why It's a delicate dance that you're doing, right? And I get this. I understand this, because at the same time with this cleaning house card, you're trying to make sure that you set up shop so you can be the best version of yourself. You're presenting the best self that you can be. You're trying to constantly be in that higher vibration. You've isolated yourself. I honestly get 3, 7. This is 8 cards. I'm really getting strong hermit energy. 2, which is that Virgo energy. So you've really done the whole hermit thing, and now you're tired of it. You're sick of it. And you want somebody to come and rescue you and take you out of that situation. I do think that spirit is going to give it. You've done all that you can on your own. The only thing that you can continue to do is be positive, make positive choices, spread the love that you have. Don't share your thoughts. Don't hide behind a curtain anymore. Don't hide behind other people. Don't hide behind a collective. Don't hide behind a group. Step out into your own spotlight. Step out into your own power. That is all you can do right now. And once you do that, then and only then will this lifeline come and take you. But you got to prove to yourself first and foremost that you are worth it and that you deserve the crown, because somebody will be able to come in and help take you to new heights. Who even knows? But it will certainly grow. So again, strong 8 energy, 7 energy, which is karmic. So I do think that this is karmic contracts that you have with this person. This is a soulmate that's coming in for you, business or love. Cannot express that enough. Imagine, I just heard that John Lennon song, but just imagine what it'll be like when you get what you want, because you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Strong Piscean energy, strong creative energy, but you are headed towards the top. And don't you doubt that situation. Don't you doubt that. Even though that it's been a lot of homework, a lot of like being down and all that good stuff. I think that you've done as much cleaning as you possibly can to make your soul, your house, your home, your temple as clean as it can. Perhaps some of you are even picking up new diet changes is really what I'm getting. But you're not going to be stuck in this Cinderella. Cinderella does eventually find the prince, right? And he does take her to the castle, and it happened like that. The stroke of midnight changed that hoe's life. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like that's kind of what you're waiting. That's what's going to happen. That's this rescue. Keep the dream alive. Keep the dream alive. And doesn't Cinderella sing a song, "A dream is a wish your heart makes"? That's what I really feel like, this dream, this number 2 again. So partnerships, there really is strong love energy here too. I'm not digging fully into it because I do think it can be career, but if this is like the most kind of love centered group too, just because I feel like the love of the craft, the love of the artwork that you're going to be doing will bring in this person. Okay, meditation. So this is just about remaining in the present, remaining in the now. Do not doubt the power of now. Do not doubt the power of breath with all this blue energy. There's so much that you can't control. It's already been written. Your prayers have already been answered. There's no more begging. There's no more crying to the gods that you can do. They've been heard. It's just a matter of delivery. Your Amazon package is on its way. It has that time range of when it will be delivered, but it will be delivered. So I really feel like through this, especially with the 7 of Cups being represented here, and just because of the sheer impatience that you have, and I say that with love as a fellow impatient person, but you have so much fire, it makes it uncomfortable to not be moving, but there's power in the now, and the only thing that can really center you is that meditation. So I would look into meditations and yoga and affirmations and all that good stuff just through this waiting period, because there still is a waiting period for this to come in. But keep doing what you're doing. Keep cleaning house. You're doing the right things. Really start throwing things away is what I'm hearing, because you're going to want to travel lightly. This is going to happen very quickly. Divine intelligence. Imagine, and I love this book because your book has been written. Your book has absolutely been written. You're just following the script. And again, of course, we can get through faith and free will. I just happen to believe that free will is kind of how you're presented with these extremities. Like you have the free will to throw a temper tantrum, or you have the free will to go with it, right? You have the free will to say yes and no to certain things, but that thing will always present itself. You know what I'm saying? So just know that it's already been written. Fate is in the mix. And although you know a lot, that's what I'm also hearing, word of encouragement, which might not be encouraging to some, but yes, you know a lot with the King of Swords, but you don't know everything. You don't know everything. So leave room for spirit to kind of guide you in this next chapter, because you spiritually know, spiritually, faithfully, you know that it's out, things are out of your control, and all you have to do is be a humble servant and wait. But it just feels like it's excruciating to wait for. And that is so fair, pile number 3. That I relate to this pile so much. That is so fair. But God does have a plan for you, and it's going to come in when it's time to come in. I'm getting really strong summer vibes. So your summer is going to be very active, first socially and then business wise. So just be aware of that. And then, wow, we got this beautiful Capricorn energy. Your hard work is paying off. Spirit sees you. I know. I just heard the groan. I heard the groan because I feel the groan, because like this is very much Capricorn energy to me too. And just earthy energy. But it will pay off. It is. Just keep at it. Keep at it. That's your word of encouragement. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Because it is going to change in a really unexpected way. It's not going to be... it's just going to be like overnight. Like you really could end up going viral, or just hitting it off, or just whoever you end up meeting ends up putting you in an entirely different situation. But you are going to leave. I can say one thing very, very certainly. You are not going to be where you are right now. Wherever you're watching this, if you want to get out of there, you will get out of there. Do not worry about that for a second. All right. So oh wow, we got owl magic. Oh wow, we have 2 magic cards pop out, which is spectacular. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Beautiful. Letting go of the past. And that's why I say travel lightly, cleaning house, cleaning that clutter. Again, for some of you, it's relationships, it's people, it's all these different things. And just this knowingness, again, goes to that divine intelligence. Like you have a lot of knowledge. You know the truth, right? You do. But at the same time, you don't have the ultimate perspective. But this perspective that you do have is more than enough for you to claim your magic and for you to be in tune with this, with the situation, with the universe, for you to get what you want out of this situation. I am again being pulled to that imagine card, because look at these big old eyes, big for dreaming. Your dream was not an accident. It was not an accident. And just know that. And as far as like, again, that discernment and just knowing the truth behind deception, that King of Swords there, be on your P's and Q's, because you're stepping into new social environments. And I feel like you peep it. You know who's for you and who's not, but you're going to be rubbing elbows with people who definitely want to use you because you have something to use. You know what I'm saying? You're not small potatoes at all. Not anymore. You won't be. All right. So we got 34. 7, Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. Read the energy. So I'm going to pull, I'm going to open up the card. So we got 34. And Merlin, that is like the hermit energy. So strong Virgo energy coming through here too. But that hermit energy that I was talking about, where you cleaned out a lot of yourself and others, it will pay off, right? It is going to pay off. So we got the 34. Let me see. And I do want to say I absolutely love this deck. I'm plugging it because it's so jam-packed with information. As you can see, it's thick, okay? And even if you're not a tarot reader or you don't consider yourself to be intuitive, the information that comes from this is a great deck for a card a day. And if you like crystals and you like goddesses, angels, and all the other stuff, it still has so much information. Highly recommend. All right, so that was my little plug. All right, so let's get into it. Read the energy. We bring you the blessing. You hear that? My voice. Woo! We bring you the blessing of reading the energy. We affirm that you have the ability to read energy accurately, and we encourage you to apply your gifts. You don't have to be in control of the inflow of divine information. When a message or insight comes to you naturally, this is best. Simply being open and receptive as you intend to read the energy of the person, place, or situation at hand is enough. Whether you have been reading energetically for years or are just beginning your journey in interpreting energetic information, we are here to assist you in becoming confident and trusting in your perceptive abilities. Wow. So I'm putting that up there if you want to hit pause, just to read that. And I am getting to show you the other side too. I didn't think about this, so y'all get a little bonus, but yeah, you've done the work to be in tune with spirit. And I say this all the time because I pull cards and stuff for myself all the time. My sister pulled cards for me. And just because you're psychic or like you have gifts or ability and you have a divine intuition and wisdom, it's not like you have a crack code for life. Like I know more than anybody sitting on the other side of the screen. I don't. I just happen to believe it a lot sooner than other people who are less awakened, right? It's just like, I don't doubt it. When stuff comes out, I just stop doubting it. Doesn't mean that I predicted it to begin with, you know? And then once you really realize that time is circular, not linear, you start realizing that patterns play out. So certain patterns result in certain outcomes. It gets to science, right? Now we start calling it science. So follow your own intuitions and notice that if you've seen, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. It doesn't take a psychic to say that sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not a mystical creature because you can identify a freaking duck. That's the beauty and like having your own relationship with spirit. So I do imagine that a lot of you are channelers, a lot of you are real readers, healers, and all the other stuff, even if you're just beginning or you've just been super intuitive. But because of that, it puts you in this weird trick spot where you're like, I know everything because I'm so intuitive. But it's like, no, you don't know anything. The only thing that you are is you know how to decipher the messages easier and hopefully faster than other people. Not that you have privy access to the information to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough line. And again, I wrestle with it all the time. I pull cards and I'll do this. And as great as I can help other people, I'll pull my own cards and be like, oh my gosh, like spirit does not want me to know. It'll be like the high priestess, the moon, 7 of swords. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm over it. And most of the time that happens when I'm asking questions out of impatience and I want to know an outcome instead of like asking for guidance through that. You see, there's a difference. And it's tough. And so, yeah, but overall, that is absolutely what I feel like I'm missing. Did I not? Maybe I didn't use these cards. I didn't use these cards, but you know what? Spirit is telling me to use these cards. Yeah, so this is a bonus for you, number 3, because I don't know why. I was just like, I need to use these cards. So maybe there's an extra message in here or something. Do we have a flipper? Romance. Wow, that really pisses me off for you, pal 3. Because like it was just calling my name. So I do feel like a lot of this and remain positive. So spirit is saying like you need to take a break. There is a partner that's coming in for you. You do have love that's absolutely coming in for you. And if you're familiar with this deck, you know for sure that this is not a romance deck. It doesn't really, this is like the only love card, to be honest. So for this one to be the one that flew out, that just goes to show that, and it kind of confirms what I was saying earlier, that like this is going to be a mix between business and pleasure. This partnership that you have coming in for you, I do think that it'll be one of the romantic sort, but on the other end of that, it'll have to do with something that you love. So that this message is specifically for some of you. So if you've been wanting love, then this is a confirmation that this is coming in for you in the same unexpected manner, and you got to trust it, right? You have to learn how to trust it. Okay, guys? So that is what I got for you, but I just want to say thank you so much. I just want to say I appreciate you so much for your support. Please don't forget to follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. Check out the description box below if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. And I'm just bringing out the big guns, guys. This is if you'd like to donate directly to me in the channel. This is my Cash App. I so appreciate you guys if you've donated thus far. If you know this or don't know this, I am currently without a whip. I got to get my transmission fixed, and it is costing a pretty penny. So I am asking humbly if you can give to the channel. I appreciate it. Whether it's $1, $5, or just a prayer, I'll take all of it. And this is $, capital A, capital B, lowercase EV224, guys, and Cash App. If that is something that calls to you, I would majorly appreciate that. But overall, regardless, I do want to say thank you so much. Let me know what you think of this format, of this quick reading, guys. And yeah, peace until next time.